Life has a lot of questions, like why is space a vacuum? Why are Pringles cans shaped that way? Wouldn't it be easier just to have a bag? Did Bobby mess up the audio in the last recording of this video and have to record it again? Some things in life we'll just never have an answer to them, and sometimes we just have to come to terms with that. But anyway, I'm not here to talk about my audio issues. I'm here to talk to you today about the Zagg Pro Stylus. And is this thing a viable alternative to the Apple Pencil, or is it just another of the many dummy styluses that are flooding the market when it comes to Apple Pencil alternatives? Well, let's find out. So when reviewing an Apple Pencil alternative, the four things that come to mind that are very important to take into consideration when reviewing them directly competing with an Apple Pencil are quality, charging, connection, and pressure. And those four things are very important because those are four things that the Apple Pencil excels at, and an alternative to the Apple Pencil would have to excel at all those things as well. So let's check quality first. The quality of this pencil alternative is actually pretty good. The Zagg Pro Stylus is actually pretty darn good when it comes to quality. The body is not quite unibody, but it has a very nice feel to it. It's a little heavy in the hand, which is nice. It has a premium feel to it. It has a nice design, very similar to the Apple Pencil. I really do prefer the gray, actually. If they made an Apple Pencil that was this space gray color, I'd be all over that. I know you can buy skins and stuff, but I'm just not all about that. I'm keeping my Apple Pencil the way it is, or I'll buy another one if the opportunity arises to get an alternate color or an alternate. Side note, I keep seeing third-party retailers selling Apple Pencil tips. If you started selling Apple Pencil tips that had different colors, I would be all over that, and I'm sure many artists would. So, just a little side note. But quality-wise, this is a nice little device, and all the activation button is out of the way. You're never gonna bump it. It's a nice design. The tip of the Apple, I almost called it an Apple Pencil. The tip of the Zagg Pro Stylus is very similar to the Apple Pencil in both feel and quality, and it comes off the same way, goes back on the same way. It's great. So I would say quality-wise, in terms of looks and feel, it is a fantastic alternative to the Apple Pencil, and it just has a nice look and a nice feel about it. So it's a direct tie with me to the Apple Pencil in the quality regard in terms of the body and feel. Now it's time for category number 2, and that is charging. Now, the Apple Pencil Gen 2 has a wonderful way of charging. You just literally slap it on the side of the iPad body, and it charges wirelessly via the magnetic connection it has on the side. And while the Zagg Pro Stylus can attach to the side of the iPad via the magnetic connection, it unfortunately doesn't charge that way. But thankfully, it's not too big of a bummer because Zagg has come up with a pretty good way of charging this device. And honestly, if I had to charge the regular Apple Pencil this way, it wouldn't even bother me at all. But there is, if you open up the sliding end of this Zagg Pro Stylus, you can see there's a little USB-C connection right here. And this is a nice little way of hiding the charging port and making it look premium while you still have to charge it. This way, Zagg is promising that you get 8 hours out of a single charge, and that's pretty good. That's similar to Apple Pencil specs. The only thing is you need to be near a USB-C connection, or else you won't be able to charge it. But if you just got a USB-C to USB-C cable directly connecting into your iPad Pro, that is, you wouldn't have too much of a hard time charging this at all. Very, very similar, and it's nice and out of the way, compact. While it isn't quite as great as the Apple Pencil's charging abilities, it's still a pretty convenient package. So I'm not going to fault them too much for this, but I think that is a fantastic way of solving it's a pretty clever way of solving the charging problem, I would say. It's a nice little door, it's a little secret door, and it's nice. I like it. So yeah, all in all, that's pretty good. I like it. So let's move on to category number 3. And category number 3 is connection. And that is connecting your device to the iPad. How hard is it? How easy is it? When it comes to the Apple Pencil, connecting it to the iPad is as easy as literally slapping it on the side, much like how you charge it, just to the magnetic port on the side. It automatically connects, and it's pretty much seamless. It's very in line with the typical Apple ecosystem of you buy the thing and it just works with your devices. And this is no different. You slap it to the side of your iPad, it just automatically recognizes it as your device, and it just starts working with your iPad instantaneously. So it can't get much easier than this when it comes to connection, but the Zagg Pro Stylus has a pretty good solution for connecting your device as well. as you can see, there is a little tiny button. There's a little tiny button right here on the side of the Zag Pro Stylus. When you push it, it lights up blue, just like this. Just lights up blue, and that's it. That's all you have to do. You push that button and it connects to the iPad. I don't know what sort of wizardry this is, but it is a very easy connection, and it's practically seamless. All you have to do is press one button, and you hardly even notice that you have to do it, and it automatically connects to the iPad, and you get all the features. You get all the functionality that this Apple Pencil alternative offers, and that is a very easy connection. I would say that's definitely a win. And now comes the category that most of you are probably waiting for, and that is pressure sensitivity. The Apple Pencil is known for being a very accurate and pressure sensitive stylus. It senses tilt, it senses even the most minute amounts of pressure, and is fantastic for anybody who's an artist all the way down to people who just want to take notes with this thing to get a more realistic pencil or pen type of feel when they're drawing or writing on the iPad screen. It can't get much better than the Apple Pencil. It has all the pressure sensitivity you're ever going to need, all the tilt sensitivity, the charging, all that stuff. And unfortunately, when it comes to the Zag Pro Stylus, this is the one thing that I'm definitely going to have to fault them for. While it does have tilt recognition, which is nice, it does not have pressure sensitivity. So that means if you are in an art app or a writing app and you want that really accurate pressure sensitivity where it knows when you're pushing lightly, or it knows when you're letting go, or if you're pushing really hard trying to get a line thicker or darker, you're not going to have that on this. So it's basically, in that regard, it's not too different from just a dummy stylus where it just, recognizes the pen almost as a finger, and it's either on or off. Your line is either on or off. It's sensing all of the pressure or none of the pressure. So it is kind of disappointing, because looking at this stylus, I would say this is a very viable Apple Pencil alternative. And if you're someone who's into note taking and you don't mind the lack of pressure sensitivity, but you want something a little more premium feeling, or maybe you could utilize just tilt sensitivity and not pressure sensitivity to go along with it, I would definitely recommend this, because it does come in at half the price of the Apple Pencil. The Apple Pencil ranges from $90 to $130 depending on which generation you get, and the Zag Pro Stylus is just $70. So I would say that is a pretty good price. But that being said, I can't necessarily recommend this for artists unless you are really, really on a budget. But if that's the case, I would just recommend a dummy stylus. I would recommend a stylus that you could get for just a few dollars, even at like Dollar General or Dollar Tree, somewhere like that, whatever discount local store you happen to be near. Because at the end of the day, while the Zag Pro Stylus is very nice and very premium feeling, it is not too much different from that of a dummy stylus. It is powered, and it does have features similar to the Apple Pencil, such as tilt recognition, and you can connect it magnetically to the side of your iPad. But at the end of the day, the most important feature, especially to an artist like this channel, is pressure sensitivity. Without pressure sensitivity, there's not much else you can do outside of using your finger, except it's just a tad more accurate. And I can't necessarily recommend that because you're missing one of the key features. But that being said, I would say that the Zag Pro Stylus is a great first entry by Zag. This is their first stylus competing with the Apple Pencil directly, and I would say is a great first attempt. And I would say if they go on to make a Gen 2 of this, please, please, please include pressure sensitivity. Honestly, I would say don't change a thing. I love the way the body looks. I love the way it functions. I didn't even mention that there is a dummy stylus on the other end of this that you could utilize as a second tool in an art app as an eraser or something like that, or a separate function. That's fantastic. I love everything about it. It looks great. I even love the little light that lights up when you push on it. It's great. It looks really nice. But that being said, without pressure sensitivity, there's not much that someone like me could do with it. And if you make a Gen 2 of this, especially if you keep it at the same price point, you've got a winner that I would say directly will maim the Apple Pencil in terms of sales. I think it would definitely compete super hard with the Apple Pencil in terms of sales in both looks, design, and functionality. You would have a clear winner. So if you make a Gen 2, please, 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 please include pressure sensitivity. I am begging. But I love the way it looks. I love the way it functions. Apart from the pressure sensitivity, it's great. It's easy to connect. It stays charged. It's easy to charge. And it connects to the side of the iPad. So I think it is a fantastic little device. If you don't need pressure sensitivity, this is a great alternative to the Apple Pencil. But if you do need pressure sensitivity, unfortunately, this falls a little bit short. Once again, to wrap, it is a great first attempt, and I can't wait for the future. But thank you so much for watching this video. I really appreciate it. And if you can't get enough of my face on this format, you can always watch me over on Twitch. You can find me in the link below. I'm at twitch.tv/kagebonito. I stream Monday through Friday starting at 11 a.m. Pacific time, and I would love to see you there. You can also check out my socials, such as my Twitter and Instagram, where I post my various artworks in the description below, and I would love to catch you there as well. Hey, what time is it? Wait a minute. Hey, welcome to the office. Hey, what time is it? Oh, it's time for you to buy my fucking merch. Also, if you'd like to put some of my artwork on you, you can always check out my merch in the description below, and we have some fun stuff in there. We got some shirts, we got bags, we got all sorts of stuff, and go check it out. We got some awesome stuff. And if you'd like to support me further, you can always hit up my Patreon, also in the description below. And you can join the monthly users who are already in my Patreon, who have contributed to my channel greatly, who help me produce videos, who keep me going and keep that artist lifestyle alive. And I just can't appreciate you guys enough. And join today if you haven't. That being said, it is time to talk about our patrons. Cheddar Rabbit, Jackie Castillo, Emily Galloway, Batman Lady, Kyle Brown, Kat Smith, and Heather. Thank you so much for your support, and I honestly can't thank you enough from the bottom of my heart. You are helping me very much, and I hope you enjoy the goodies that we are giving you over on the Patreon as bonus content as well. But that being said, thank you once again for watching the video. I will catch you in the next one. I will see you guys later. Peace.